Hello, this is Kate, and this is your weekly Oracle card reading. And today I'm going to be using the Ascended Masters Oracle cards. And I just want to get kind of a general overview for what the message is this week and, what we need to focus on over the next 7 days. Okay, so before I get started, I want to announce that I'm going to be doing another full moon reading on November 28th on the full moon. And I believe that's a Wednesday night. And I'm going to be doing this reading through a conference call. So you can phone in and listen to the reading live, and you'll have a chance to ask me questions. And I'm going to be doing it on a theme. So I'm going to be doing it on manifesting more prosperity and abundance in our lives. So I'm going to be doing the reading around that theme. And if you're interested, I'm going to put a link to the page on my site where you can sign up in this video. So if you just look in the description, there'll be a link there. Okay, so we'll get started. So the first card I'm going to turn over is going to represent the beginning of the week. Okay, and we've got health and healing, which is represented by Hilarion. And actually, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to turn all the cards over at once. For some reason, I just really want to do that. Okay, so we've got health and healing at the beginning of the week, and then we're moving through into purification in the middle of the week, and then at the end of the week, so on the weekend, we've got find the blessing in your current situation. So those all fit together nicely. I just wanted to see how they all fit together at once. So we've got health and healing, and once health and healing occurs, there's this sense of purification, which is all part of health and healing. So purifying yourself, so not just your physical body, but also kind of your mental and emotional aspects as well. And then as we move through these two stages, we've got find the blessing in your current situation. So no matter what your situation is, once you've gone through health and healing and purification, you're going to be much better able to handle whatever life has to offer you, and you'll be better able to look through a more positive kind of lens at whatever situation you're in. Okay, so let's start with the first card, and I'm just going to turn these back over so they don't distract me. All right, so the beginning of the week, we've got health and healing, and so this just lets me know that you want to focus on this aspect, so on your physical health. And so if there's anything that you're kind of working on in the physical sense, Monday and Tuesday are good days to really focus on that. The energy is all about healing. And I also get the sense that a lot of this healing will be very effective if you do it from a heart-based level. And if you focus on, I'm just looking at this picture, and there's this kind of a Merkaba shape and all this light coming from his heart. And I think, and it's also actually coming from his forehead too. So I think there's a real sense here that the more we focus on the heart center and on healing with our hearts, the more effective our healing is going to be. So the beginning of the week is all about health and healing, and also I think about self-love. So being really kind to yourself, being gentle, and while you're focusing on healing, also focusing on being very forgiving to yourself, being compassionate with yourself. And of course, as you're compassionate with yourself, you're going to have an easier time being compassionate with people around you. But really the beginning of the week is all about kind of being compassionate with yourself and getting into that heart space. So you can even do, there's lots of different meditations that you can do to get kind of more centered in your heart. But even just focusing on that area of your chest when you're meditating will help you get more centered in your heart. Okay, so as we move through the week, Wednesday and Thursday, middle of the week, we've got purification, which is represented by a white Tara. And purification, I really like this card. It's and to me, it's all about kind of purifying all levels of your life. So when you think about purifying the physical level, you think about cleaning your home, saging the area, like clearing the energy of a room, eating clean, eating healthy foods, getting lots of exercise and rest. And on an energetic level, you can do meditation, you can do breathing techniques and yoga. And then on the mental level, clearing and purifying your mind, you're going to be shedding all those layers of a mental emotional baggage. So, thoughts that hold you back, any kind of resentments that you've been holding on to, basically just stuff that's kind of tied to your ego, and, any kind of fear-based thoughts, you're going to be working towards kind of getting rid of those. And of course, obviously this isn't something you do in like 2 days. This is a long process. And I feel like we all kind of go through cycles where we're working more on this stuff and then we're not, and then we go back into it. So I think the middle of the week you're going to be working on this. I don't see it as being unpleasant this week. I see it as being actually quite positive, because sometimes when you're working on, getting rid of mental emotional baggage and purification, it can actually be pretty unpleasant. But I don't see it being uncomfortable this week at all. I see it being more a positive kind of pleasurable experience. And another thing you can do this week is you can do a lot of writing around this kind of stuff. So if you feel like you've got a lot of mental emotional stuff tying you down, you can do a lot of writing about it. So kind of just writing what's on your mind, getting it all out on paper, and then doing something with that piece of paper, like burning it or ripping it up or whatever, to just help you get rid of that old energy. Okay, so as you move through the week and we get to the weekend, we've got Krishna, and his message to us is find the blessing in your current situation. And so this can mean a couple different things. If you feel like things aren't going the way you want them to or whatever, finding your blessing means looking at things through a positive lens and reinterpreting your situation in a positive light. But it can also mean regardless of how things are going. So if things are going really well for you, or if they're not going so well, finding the blessing in that situation. So finding, I'm having trouble here with my words, but finding not just the positive situation, but what it is in that situation that you can learn from and grow from in a positive way. So seeing how you can expand your consciousness and expand your awareness and experience in whatever situation you're in. And this card is really, to me, about kind of taking a celebratory approach to life. So celebrating kind of where you are, how far you've come, and just taking a really light kind of approach to life. So not necessarily taking life too seriously, but always looking for what you can learn and grow from in any situation. So I'm just going to look at these 3 cards. I know I already did that at the beginning of the reading, but I just want to see if I can get any other insights from them. And I definitely see the beginning of the week is all about wholeness and getting a sense of wholeness and connection. So another thing that you can do while you're trying to purify your energies or your body is establish a real sense of connection to everyone and everything, and notice how we're all connected. And that's part of purifying too, because purifying isn't just getting rid of stuff. It's about seeing how we're all interconnected and how we're all kind of interrelated with each other as well. And yeah, so it looks like a really good week coming up, actually. I get a really positive feeling about this week. And it seems like it's a week where we're going to go through a lot of shifting, a lot of growth, and really kind of coming into ourselves in kind of more of a spiritual sense. And it's going to feel actually quite exciting, quite positive, and I'm really looking forward to this week. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kate, and I will see you next week.